Mother Nature pulled out the big stick, and I mean belted this one. Ouch. About 365 yards. Got all of that one. And the aftermath, fortunately no one hurt. That was just behind our crane at the 11th hole.
It just made an absolute mess of the 11th green. There was a huge cypress that was just made mincemeat of. Without doubt, Mother Nature, what, too much club?
Round 2 of the Accenture Match Play Championship here in Carlsbad, California is off to a slow start. An overnight torrential downpour dumped in the neighborhood of 1.25 inches of rain, creating some rivers and lakes here at La Costa Golf Club. The wet conditions, well, they've made the course unplayable and have forced the cancellation of play for the day.
This cold front, this system that is howling all the way up and down the eastern seaboard, certainly making its presence felt here. Flag sticks just bent sideways, parallel to the ground. And there you see the sand being blown out of the bunkers at 17. Players unable to even get their balls to stay on the green at 16, where they really come out of the forest and really feel the full effects coming off the Calabogie Sound. As of 1:10 Eastern Time, play was suspended because of wind.
We warned you about Crosby weather on the horizon, and it arrived before dawn this morning. Heavy, vicious winds have accompanied a steady rain here. We've had gusts somewhere around 50 miles an hour. The forecast is gloomy, and play has yet to commence in the final round.
Yes, folks, this is Arizona. That is hail, which has begun to collect on the green here. It's ugly weather. This is just awful to play in.
With all this collecting on the greens, I imagine we're going to have some kind of suspension of play because obviously you can't putt through that.
No. Now, Mickelson, this is for birdie, folks.
He's chipping.
He is chipping.
Oh, my goodness! You got to be kidding me!
He hasn't been able to make a putt all week.
He still hasn't.
You're right. So he takes out the wedge and chips in for 3 through the hail at 18.
That marine layer continues to make its way on shore.
With the fog, it's a very whimsical sort of thing. You just don't know how thick it may get or when it may lift. You have no idea.
Play has been suspended because of fog here at Torrey Pines.
Since midday Friday, it's rained nearly 2 inches. There's no golf being played. The Viking Classic has been canceled. It's just too saturated here at the Annandale Golf Club, too muddy, and the course is unplayable. It's the 10th time in its nearly 40-year history that the Viking Classic has just been hammered by bad weather.
There we are, just 15 miles due west of Miami, and that yellow and red line just tore through here a little while ago.
It's amazing. Look what happens. 5 levels of scaffolding is just treated like it was pickup sticks. Amazing, the power of Mother Nature. Now watch the water. You're going to see that it's almost waves are created. The flag is nearly being ripped out of the 9th green.
And then all of a sudden, you will see these eddies begin to form, these microbursts. Look at that, little white caps and a complete reversal of the wind. Now the flag stick leaning left and holding on.
It's the complete 180-degree turn, and of course, that's the end of our camera.
And it drops into the water and was fished out by some local divers who came in to help us retrieve that equipment, plus some other things that blew into the water alongside the 9th hole there.
This was the scene early this morning just outside Tucson, Arizona. About 1 inch or 2 coating of snow. How often do you see a couple of professionals practicing with little snow in the background? As you look at the time-lapse photography, you see how quickly it has dissipated. So after 1 inch or 2 of snow early this morning, we've got a hailstorm that has stopped play.
It's just a passing little hailstorm.
Looked like the sun was going to be out most of the day. We wouldn't have any problems with the weather, but Mother Nature has intervened, stopping play.
After a pulverizing swipe across New Orleans and the Mississippi Gulf Coast, Hurricane Katrina's effects were felt Not only in New Orleans, but Madison, Mississippi as well. Despite being downgraded from a Category 3 hurricane to a tropical storm, the effects were devastating. And the 100-mile-per-hour winds caused major damage to Annandale Golf Club, uprooting trees, damaging parts of the golf course. The unfortunate circumstances have forced officials to postpone the tournament to a later date.